What have you done in Barnet in terms of co-production?
We've been working with service users and carers to rethink how we provide social care support to people with mental health difficulties. We have a co-lead for the project, so I have a professional staff member lead and I have a service user lead for the project, and between them they're leading a whole programme of work that is completely redesigning our mental health social work service to focus on enablement in mental health, on recovery, and particularly on the things that really matter to people. So a much greater focus on employment and housing and community and social inclusion.
During these times of austerity, it's been very difficult for service users and also for people within local authorities. How do you think co-production has helped that process?
I think it's absolutely pivotal, John. There isn't the wisdom within one single part of the system to answer all of the challenges that we face. So actually co-production with people in receipt of services, the wider population, with partners, is key for us going forward.
Can you give an example of how to avoid making costly mistakes by getting it right or better from the start through co-production?
We were about to buy a system to help people match themselves up with personal assistants, a personal assistant finder system. That was going to be a fairly expensive system. We looked at it and we thought it was brilliant, but then what did we know when we showed it to our colleagues on the Making It Real board who were representing? They found all sorts of reasons why we shouldn't do it that way, we should do it a different way. And that gave us a direct saving immediately on what looked to us to be a good system, but wouldn't have worked in practice for the people who would be wanting to use it.
What have you learned from working this way?
Oh, I've learnt loads. I think the most important thing I've learned is I talk jargon a lot. So reminding myself I need to talk in English in a way that my friends and my family and my dad and anybody can understand what I'm saying. I've also learnt that actually we don't know what we don't know. So I don't have a learning disability. I don't know what it's like to access a service. I don't know what it's like to receive a letter that I can't read. So because I don't know that, it's really important we get people who do know what those experiences are like involved in developing the work, because they see all of the things that people like me don't see.
I think the other thing that some councils have struggled with, and we struggled with for a time, was what is an outcome? And we have this discussion quite a lot in the council about what are outcomes, and what trying to encourage people to say what is it they really want, and then what do we write down on the bits of paper. And I think what co-production's brought to us is really focusing on what outcomes are.
I've done loads of things, and we've done some really good stuff here in Solihull. But if you ask me what's the thing that I'm proudest of, it would be what we've done to promote the involvement of our experts by experience and to embed that whole ethos of co-production, not just in adult social care, but it's something that's accepted now across the council and also with our partners as well. And part of that pride actually is being immensely proud of those people who've worked with us who've actually then gone on to do other things as a result of actually being involved in the process. So it's been hugely beneficial to us as a council. But what I'm proudest of is actually the way that it's then supported the flourishing of a whole lot of other people as well.
What advice would you give to other directors on co-production?
I mean, I suppose the key thing for me is trying to get across to staff and our managers about what co-production is, because a lot of people think it is consultation. They do think it is, we've designed this terrific service, what do you think, yes or no? And that's not what co-production is.
Together, we end up with a much better way of working, and we understand more about what it is we're trying to do instead of guessing.
My advice, and to some extent my challenge to directors, would actually be to question themselves about whether they are truly delivering on a co-production ethos on the beginning of equals, and where people who use services are part and parcel of everything that goes on.
Isn't the important thing that we keep doing this? And we're all still learning, and we'll never get to a place where we think, okay, we've done it all, there is nothing more to be gained from co-production. I think, you know, the next 5 years are potentially really exciting in terms of coming up with things that are really innovative and creative by working together.
Absolutely. And working together, learning from each other. And okay, hey, well, thank you very much for your time, Dawn.
You're
It was
welcome.
lovely to talk to you, and good luck.
Thank you.